Here we are with my good friend Thom. Thom and I met at the Santa Barbara Athletic Club, and I've gotten to learn a lot about Hearts Therapeutic from Thom. So, Thom, why don't you introduce yourself?
I am the board chairman. I've been for a couple of 3 years, and been volunteering here for about 17 years. So started out mucking stalls, and now I ended up sitting in this chair talking to you guys.
Kristen, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit more about the mission behind Hearts?
So my name is Kristen Kallai. I am the Director of Operations here at Hearts Therapeutic. I've been here for approximately 7 years. Here at Hearts, we employ equine assisted services to strengthen, motivate, and inspire people of all ages and capabilities.
What are some of the most popular programs that you have here?
Currently, Therapeutic Riding Program is our most popular. It is run 4 days a week. We use the horse to physically and mentally benefit individuals. The horse can give someone a lot of, inspiration and strength. Riding a 1,000-pound animal can do wonders for both your mental and physical health. Children find that when you put them on the back of a 1,000-pound animal, suddenly they get a sense of control and connection. It is both mentally and physically beneficial.
Great.
Just to add to that we've also had riders that have been riding with us from the time they were 6 or 7
that's
to the
true.
time they're 12 or 13. So all those years.
Yeah.
We've seen little kids. In fact, there's a little story about a kid who wouldn't say a word because we force our kids to say walk on before we let the horse move. The first words out of this little boy's mouth were walk on.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Parents cried, instructors cried, and that's a story I love to tell.
Yeah.
It's a really, it's a heartwarming story.
Yeah.
The kid is a jabberwocky now. You can't shut him up.
Yeah.
And we also have participants who couldn't walk. The movement of a horse, the way that it rotates your hips from front to back, it simulates the natural human gait. So for some of our participants who walking is a challenge, what it does is activates and stimulates all those muscles that don't get utilized when you're not walking, and suddenly they find that people can walk again.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All through therapy with the horses.
Yes.
So I have a question, kind of a selfish question. As a father to 2 girls who love horses, do you offer any sort of summer programs?
We do. So the one time a year that we are open to the general public is summer camp. Summer camp is multiple weeks throughout the summer. It sells out very fast, so you'll have to be on it for registration. But what it does is it teaches kids more than just riding. It's the experience of owning a horse, ranch operations, equine nutrition, and general horsemanship. Unfortunately, it could create a horse girl, and that's going to be a problem for you for life.
Yeah, that's a lot of money going
Exactly.
out the window.
But it'll benefit me as a horse broker because I'll be able to give the $25,000. He's going to pay me to find him a horse. So I kind of like the deal.
That's all I need to do is line Thom's pockets here.
Really
Okay, so another question for you, Kristen. For those who may not be quite ready to get on the back of the 1,000-pound horse, do you offer any other sort of therapy for individuals like that?
Yes, absolutely. We have a program called Groundworks that we launched last year. It is strictly working with a horse on the ground, so no riding in the saddle. What that does is it incorporates the use of a mental health professional. It's a therapeutic-like setting. However, the focus is on the horse's nature and instinct and how that relates to our relationships in both our families, our work life, our friendships, and how we use the horse to kind of reflect some of the things that are going on in our personal lives.
Wow. It's incredible. So Buckaroo, what the heck do you even do here?
I do very, very little. I teach the back into the saddle class, which is sort of a rewards program for our volunteers. Makes them better volunteers, better horsemen. And it's kind of a perk. A lot of organizations don't really have a perk for their volunteers. And so Kristen and some others came up with the idea of a back in the saddle class where they get to ride, take lessons. So
Very cool.
We have a waiting list for that and a lot of good folks. Then we also have a program that I'm kind of fond of, the Veterans Program. I instruct that program. It's been with us for about 10 years. We have 12 folks that participate, both men and women from all branches of service. The 2 oldest are in their 90s, and believe it or not, they get on them horses and ride around out there, even canter, both of them, so that's not bad.
Yeah.
And they have all kinds of issues. We have some who just want to do, quote, the groundwork kind of thing that Kristen brought up, and others who really, really want to ride. But I'll tell you, both our 90-year-olds ride. So, and the result is the same. They feel a lot better when they go home. It's the camaraderie issue. The PSD gets lessened. I could go on, and I'm not going to. It's just a very popular program. It's been around a long time, and it's grant funded, so we think it's going to be around for a little longer.
Okay. Well, you actually do something here. I'm happy to hear.
Yeah, about 30 minutes a week.
Look at her. Hi, Lucy. Hi. Hi. What do you see?
You can see the horse walking away.
Uh-huh.
That's Joker. Joker.
Joker.
He's a former team roping horse, header
Okay.
and heeler, for those of you that rope the head of the calf, rope the heels of the calf. He's owned by our veterinarian, Bruce Cusis. He's good in summer camp. He's great with kids until you put a rider on him, and then he's a horse. Then you got to ride him.
Yeah.
And so he works for me for a couple of reasons. A, he's a great summer camp horse, great kids horse, but if I want to teach a little advanced horsemanship, he'll do it.
Okay.
So he's a dual purpose horse.
Love that.
Then you saw me this morning. This is Bucky, the horse I was on.
This is Bucky. Hey, Bucky.
Bucky and I belong to what's called the 100 Club. Our two ages combined are over 100.
Oh, wow.
And he's also, I use him for back in the saddle and a couple of other more experienced riders. One vet, he's a little too much horse for summer camp, in spite of the fact he's over 30 years old. He's a goer. He's a former reining horse. And he's also owned by a young lady who used to ride him as a reining horse. And that good-looking little horse over there, that's Dylan, the guy with the beautiful head and the big eyes. We haven't had him too long, but he is a real sweetheart. He's just wonderful with humans in general, loves people. He'll just stand there all day and let you rub on him, and he's just a great horse.